Hey everybody, welcome again, back by popular demand. We're having such a good time, we're getting such good feedback on these videos. We figured why not do it again, right? So I'm here with my friend Ray Tuck, North Star Mortgage. We were just kind of chatting and I wanted to hit record, like we were talking generally. So right now, in this point in time, we're about halfway through 2024. And for the last 1998, how many years is that? 26 years, oh my gosh. Now I'm dating myself. Some of the biggest questions I've gotten in real estate, of course having to do with the houses, but having to do with the mortgage is, well, how much is this going to cost me, and what's the rate? How much is my payment? So I want to at least start out by saying, then I'll let Ray take over, but it doesn't cost you anything to call him to get information. Information is free, and even if you wanted to go further down and get the rate, he will want to run your credit, and that doesn't cost you anything. Now it hits your credit, but that's it. So let me let you talk. You're the expert here. You're the specialist, but that's kind of what I wanted to start with is, you know, what questions do you normally get, and how do you
Yeah. So knowledge is really key when it comes to this whole process. When you look at when a client is calling me and asking me, hey, what is the interest rate? There's usually a reason why. That reason why is usually because of what the payment is going to be. So yes, I can figure out what the address is going to be once they tell me. I can actually go in and I will pull up the taxes for that home that you're interested in or that area you're interested in. And I'll be able to tell you what the payments would be. Yes, I would like to run your credit so I can give you a fair and accurate analysis, but I won't charge you for that. Now there will be a charge at settlement if we actually close, if we actually wind up buying a home. But I'll run their credit. I will give them a real cost analysis as close as possible to what their payments would be like. And that's important because as a client, you want to know is, can I actually afford this house? That's why you're worried about the rate, because you want to know if you can actually afford it. There's perception versus reality.
Yes.
The reality is, in a lot of cases, they can't afford it. It's like, how much can you afford? At that time, I'll be able to say, hey, this is the maximum that you're qualified for. Now, you don't have to go up to your maximum. However, there's a benefit behind that. As you know, Greg, in today's times, inventory is still pretty low.
Yes.
So if you can imagine, if somebody is pre-qualified for up to $350,000 or $400,000, and they're looking at homes that are $300,000, and they're getting into this bidding war, well, now they know that they can potentially go up to $300,000 or $400,000, and that's because they went through that process with me first. I was able to say, this is what's good for you. That doesn't mean you have to do that, but it's just an option for you to have in case you do get in those bidding wars.
Definitely. That's a great point. And information is power, and it is free to find out. I mean, literally free to find out. And there are no hidden fees. I mean, Ray will break it all out for you. For investors as well, it's important. They want to know what their payment is based on what is the rate. Taxes, you're adding it together. How much is the income coming in versus what do you have to go out? So that's an important consideration. But Ray and I work with a lot of investors as well. We got you covered. So the other biggest, one of the misconceptions is, I think one of the biggest is, your taxes drives how much more or less your payment is. A difference in even a point of a rate doesn't really make your payment massively.
Right. It's those taxes that really, really get people. And then, when you get a home, a lot of times, when you're approved, a lot of times your payment will remain the same. However, there is an asterisk there, because if your taxes go up, your payment can increase. But that is because of the taxes, not because of the interest rate, not because of your home itself. It is because of the taxes in your area. So, it's important to make note of that.
Excellent. And I want to mention before we sign off again is Ray's contact information will be here on the video. It's below, and call, email, text him anytime. We do work 7 days per week. It's one good or bad thing about the business, but no, it's fun. We're constantly working, but we do have flexibility. But as things change, it's not like we go to settlement and that's the last time you'll hear from us.
Right.
It's if you're concerned about a rate or whatever, I mean, Ray's going to follow you through until your last payment and then some. and he'll get you the best time if the rates change drastically.
I'm even going to call you and remind you when your first payment's due after settlement. I got a client I closed last week, and I'm going to call them like, hey, your first payment is due on June the 1st. So, it's just something that I take great pride in keeping those relationships going. I want to make sure that down the line that they're really, truly happy with their home, with their payments and so forth. It's important to do things the right way.
It's excellent. If you have a question for Ray or for me, hit us up in the comments here, or send us an email, shoot us a text. Otherwise, have a great day, everybody.